What is going on YouTube? K93 here with a remastered version of my Fingerpass tutorial. The Fingerpass, if you are counting the fundamentals, the 4 fundamentals anyway, the Fingerpass is the one that I have not yet done, so this is what that tutorial is all about. And the Fingerpass is what I would consider the other drummer's trick. In my charge video, and if you guys don't know, the charge looks like this. A lot of people would say, oh, that's that trick that drummers do, but there's another one that they do. And that's what the Fingerpass is. And it looks a little something like this. Now, I don't want you guys to get discouraged right off the bat if when you guys try this trick and you try to do it very smoothly, that yours looks very choppy. That's okay. Drummers have a slight advantage because drumsticks are much heavier, and if you have heavier pens, they make finger passes a lot easier to do. If you're using just a standard pen or a standard pencil, it's not going to look that smooth, but that's okay. Your goal is not to get it to look as smooth as possible, but you're trying to do all of the passes rather smoothly from one to the other, as in the timing, as in it's not like you're taking super fast between this one and then super slow between this one. You want to get them to all have more or less the same timing. So in that regard, it is smooth. But with regards to the physical motion, it doesn't have to be, and I just want to let you guys know that it's okay. You guys saw from when I just did it, and you guys saw in the slow-mo, mine looks very choppy compared to what some other pen spinners are able to achieve. But the important thing is to understand the concept of what a pass is and how a finger pass is able to link them all together. So to break it down, the finger pass, and to clear things up, the finger pass is when you do all of these things together. That is one finger pass. A pass in and of itself is just probably the simplest way to get a pen from one finger slot to another. Just to remind you guys of the finger notation, your thumb is T, your index finger is 1, middle finger is 2, ring finger is 3, and pinky finger is 4 in pen spinning notation. So if I'm holding the pen here, I'm holding it in the 1-2 finger slot. So a pass 1-2 to 2-3 means I'm trying to get the pen to go from this finger slot to the one right below it. And a pass is this. That's it. And then to do, you guys, if you guys are already thinking about pen spinning and you guys didn't come across a finger pass, you guys may have already done this once or twice, just kind of by just kind of intuition. It's a very intuitive trick. It's very simple. It's very easy to explain what you guys need to do. So I'm hopefully not going to spend too long on it. But you just want to do a simple pass. There are 3 fingers involved, right? I can hold these 2 fingers down and still do a pass between them, just like that. And so I'm going to refer to these 3 fingers when doing a pass. And there are passes that go down the hand, but a pass can also go from a finger slot to a finger slot that's higher up on the hand. I'll show you guys how to do that separately as well. But to do this, if you take just these 3 fingers that are involved, you want to take the lowest one. Again, this is if the pen is going down your hand. You want to take the lower one, kind of turn it in a little bit, and like bring it in. And then you want to take these 2 fingers that are gripping the pen, and then use, in this case, my index finger. I'm pushing it down. That forces the pen down. And then I want to bring my ring finger back up here, and then release my index finger to do that. That is a pass 1-2 to 2-3. Very similarly, you can do a pass 2-3 to 3-4. Bend your pinky finger in, use your, in this case, middle finger now to guide the pen down, bring the pinky back, and then release it from your middle finger. And that is how you do passes that go down the hand. How you do passes that go up the hand, which is this to this, or this to this, or even this to this. It's just going up the hand instead of down. Very self-explanatory. The same motion, but essentially upside down. So you want to, in this case, take the pinky. You want to push it backwards, as in away from you. When you do that, because the pen is gripped between your pinky and your ring finger, the pen is going to naturally go like that. It's going to go up. And in the meantime, you want to have the finger that's above it to be very straight and very open, ready to accept the pen when it gets there. So when I push my pinky finger back, the pen goes up. And then from here, I'm going to take my middle finger and then start to close it in. But at the same time, my pinky finger has to let go of it because otherwise it gets stuck here. Pinky finger has to let go. You can do that by extending it so that it's straight, and then just use these two fingers to kind of straighten it out. And again, the same process is true for passing it from 2-3 to 1-2. You want to move that bottom finger back or move the one above it slightly forward. Either way, I tend to move the top one forward, but whichever one works for you, or do a little bit of both. Get the pen to go up here, and then get the very top finger to grab it kind of, and then let go with that bottom finger. So when you loop all of those together, link all of them together, you get a finger pass, which is a pretty cool trick. And once you get the hang of it, you can do it, you link them all together, and it will be relatively continuous and relatively smooth. Again, you can see I'm doing it here. It's very choppy and very bad. However, I am still able to do a lot of pen spinning tricks, and again, I don't feel hindered because I'm not doing it incredibly smooth, incredibly fast, or incredibly continuously. However, being able to do each of the passes successfully is key to being successful as a pen spinning in the future. Now, where this trick gets hard is when you're doing the passes that go from 2-3 to 3-4. That is this pass. Wow, I just messed it up. I did it again. Wow. That is from 2-3 to 3-4. That one tends to be one of the harder ones. Similarly, 3-4 to 2-3 tends to be a slightly more challenging one because a lot of people, their pinky finger and their ring finger are connected. And what I mean by that is if they bend, let's say, their pinky finger down, and usually their ring finger comes down with it. And that just has to do with some of like physiology or some, anatomy here, that these two fingers are actually neurologically, they're connected in a way, but some people are able to do like this. And I know I do this and it freaks some people out because a lot of people are like, how is your hand that flexible? First of all, I am also double jointed. And I will say, I won't lie, it does help quite a bit to be able to do this. If you can do this, it makes the finger pass a lot easier. I know a lot of people have had troubles with doing the 2-3 to 3-4 pass simply because their pinky does not move independently of their ring finger and vice versa. Being able to do this is very easy for me. Might not be as easy for you. And if you can help it, try practicing just doing this, touching each of these fingers individually to your palm and see if you can do that. Because if you can do that, that means your pinky is independent enough that it can do whatever needs to be done to do and catch the pass from 2-3 to 3-4, and then also have the same ability to do it from 3-4 to 2-3. Now, it is probably the hardest one is doing it from 2-3 to 3-4 because your pinky has to be able to catch it and then hold it here. It's a little bit easier to do from 3-4 to 2-3 because your pinky and your ring finger aren't really moving apart that much. But you just need to practice a lot with 2-3 to 3-4 because I know a lot of people screw that up, and changing directions from going down the hand from 2-3 to 3-4 and 3-4 to 2-3 is very challenging for a lot of people. So I strongly suggest you just practice whatever needs to be done for you. If you're double jointed like me or you're very flexible like me, that's great. It'll make it a little bit easier for you. However, don't get discouraged because just like all the other pen spinners out there, not everyone is double jointed. Not everyone is super flexible, yet they're still able to do this. And just worry about trying to get each pass individually down successfully. Once you do that, just linking them all together in Fingerpass is just kind of for show, and it's just kind of something to do when you're in class. It's continuous, smooth, it's simple, and because the pen doesn't really leave your fingers' grips, there's a much less chance that you drop it. Again, the only real chance being if you do whatever the heck that was, or when you're going from 2-3 to 3-4 and back from 3-4 to 2-3. That's if your pinky is very weak, or if your pinky is just separated or not able to move independently of your ring finger. So again, I want to stress that the concept of the finger pass is to just do each individual pass. Do it just like that. Think about each individual pass. Try not to think of the finger pass as one whole trick that you have to kind of get through. Again, just think pass, 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 pass. 4 passes and you're done with the finger pass. So Practice each individual one. Make sure you're able to get a pass from each finger slot to each other finger slot doing it this way. And you should be set for a good amount of pen spinning hybrids that are coming up. And you should be setting yourself up well for any other tricks in the future that may require a pass in them. So that does it for my Fingerpass/pass tutorial. Thanks so much for watching. If you haven't already, please feel free to rate, comment, and subscribe for more in the future. And I'll see you guys in the next video.